Hello there, my fellow moviegoers. Chris back here in the movie chair with some major movie news. It is right now being reported that the DCEU, the Justice League movie universe, is now officially dead. This is coming straight from the chairman of Warner Brothers Pictures, Toby Emmerich. He says right now the DCEU's plan is not to make any more shared universes between the superheroes right now. And the fact that they're not going to create any more movies that are inspired by the Marvel Avengers series. Emmerich went on to say that we are now following the DC playbook, and the fact that Marvel's playbook is different from DC, which I so hardly agree with. You can't really make a DC movie that feels like a Marvel movie because DC's not Marvel. You need to be able to create a DC movie that stands apart on its own and not have people feel like it's just a carbon copy. So Emmerich now says that they are no longer going to focus on a shared universe. We're now just going to take it one movie at a time because each movie is its own equation and its own creative entity. And he goes on to say that if you have one more thing to say about us, it always has to be about the director. Now some people may take this as a jab at Marvel because at Marvel, we all know that, the executives do make a lot of decisions so that all the movies are nice and neat, conform together so that they can all fit. However, this could be like a statement to DC and Warner Brothers himself, because one criticism that Warner Brothers has had in the past couple of years is how so much of the creative control has been left to the executives in these films, and a lot of directors like Zack Snyder have really complained that they were not really able to make the movie that they wanted to make because they had to make the movie that the executives wanted to make. And if you look back in history, Zack Snyder had no intention to make Man of Steel part of a shared universe. He wanted that movie to be its own entity on its own. And it's also well known that the Warner Brothers executives interfered heavily with David Ayer's version of the Suicide Squad. With both movies too, Suicide Squad, Man of Steel, and Batman v Superman, fans have always, clamored about saying, we want to see the director's cuts. We want to see what the directors really wanted to do. And for Man of Steel, I think that's still something we have yet to see yet. And we know what kind of a director Zack Snyder is. We know he can create a very good comic book film. Just look at The Watchmen. Watchmen may not be perfect, but it's a very beautiful movie that follows the comic books pretty close, and it was very well liked and well received back in 2009. So with them no longer trying to compete with Marvel in their shared universe, what's going to happen? Well, based on the success of Wonder Woman and the recent success of Aquaman, because it was #1 at the box office for 3 weeks and is very close to like a worldwide gross of $1 billion, DC is now just going to focus on its solo films. So you have Wonder Woman, Aquaman. Wonder Woman 2 is going to be released in 2020. We got Shazam coming out this year. We know that Matt Reeves has his own Batman project in the works that he said was going to be by itself. We got Birds of Prey coming. And also this year, which I'm really excited for, we got the Joaquin Phoenix solo Joker film. So I think this is a good move on DC's part. DC just needs to focus on solo films because fans have shown that they want to see more DC solo film. And we've shown this with the success of Wonder Woman and Aquaman because DC has a great catalog of superheroes that they can just open the doors to and let us see that have never been on the big screen. Wonder Woman had never been on the big screen. Aquaman hadn't. Shazam has never been there. And I think they should give Green Lantern a chance, and so many other people. Flash has never had his own film. So I think going forward, focusing on the solo films and actually focusing on the characters individually can actually give us some very, very great films. And if way down the road, if they want to try to do Justice League again, that's fine. But they can just build up these characters because, for some people, they may not know who these characters are because they are not really as mainstream as maybe Batman or Superman, who Warner Brothers has, really depended on in the past 20 years. So in a way, when you hear about it, death of the DCEU, it sounds sad, but I think this is going to be a great business decision moving forward for DC because that's what a lot of people want. They want solo DC films and they want to see some of their favorite DC characters finally get the chance to star up there on the big screen on their own. But what do you guys take away from this? Are you guys upset? Are you guys worried? Or are you guys excited about this news? Please let me know down in the comment section below because that is what it is there for. And don't forget, if you like this video, please remember to give it a like and also to subscribe to the channel so that you can stay up to date with all the upcoming movie trailer reactions, movie news, and all that kind of stuff that I'll be giving to you guys. And speaking of past movie news, maybe you would like to check up on this one for X-Men Dark Phoenix, Who's Gonna Die? Alright my friends, that's all the time we have for today. I'll be seeing you guys later, and I'll save you a movie chair for the next video.